Welcome back to Men's Confidence and Relationship Dynamics, the podcast for men who are ready to level up their inner game. I'm Andrew Davis, and today I've got something that's going to hit different. We're talking about why you don't need to be rich to attract amazing women and build unshakable confidence. And joining me for the first time is Damien Acker. Damien, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me, Andrew. I got to say, when I saw this topic, this hits home, you know? I mean, I'm not driving a Lamborghini or anything, but I've been wondering if that's why I'm struggling with dating.
Right. And that's exactly what we need to bust wide open today. Look, I get it. Social media has us thinking we need the six-figure salary, the luxury car, the penthouse apartment. But here's what I've learned from coaching hundreds of men. Direction trumps dollars every single time.
Okay, but what do you mean by direction exactly? Like having a plan or...
Great question. Direction is about knowing where you're going, even if you're not there yet. It's the difference between a guy who says, I'm broke versus I'm building my business. Same financial situation, completely different energy. Women aren't attracted to your bank account, Damien. They're attracted to your trajectory.
That actually makes sense. So it's more about, having purpose, like knowing what you're working toward?
Exactly. And here's the thing that most guys miss. When you have direction, your whole vibe changes. You walk differently. You talk differently. You stop apologizing for who you are because you know who you're becoming. I had a client, Marcus. Dude was working at Target, right? But he was also studying coding every night, had this 5-year plan.
And women could tell the difference.
Oh man, night and day. Because when he talked about his future, his eyes lit up. He wasn't some desperate guy trying to impress anyone. He was a man on a mission who happened to be single. That confidence? That's magnetic. Meanwhile, I know millionaires who are insecure as hell because they have money but no purpose.
Wow, that's actually really encouraging. So if I'm understanding this right, it's less about what you have and more about where you're headed.
Bingo. And look, I'm not saying money doesn't matter at all, but think about it this way. Would you rather date someone who inherited $1 million and has no drive, or someone who's hustling toward their dreams even if they're starting from zero? Direction shows character. It shows resilience. It shows you're not waiting for life to happen to you.
That makes total sense, but, what if you're still figuring it out? What if you don't have this crystal clear vision yet?
Then you're honest about that, too. I'm exploring my options is way more attractive than I have no idea what I'm doing. The key is being in motion, not in limbo. Maybe you're taking courses, networking, trying different things. That's direction, too. It's about growth mindset versus fixed mindset, you know?
Okay, so, practical question here. When you're on a date and someone asks what you do, how do you frame it if you're not where you want to be yet?
Perfect question. Instead of, I just work retail, try, I'm in retail while I build my photography business. Instead of, I'm unemployed, say, I'm transitioning into tech and really focused on landing the right opportunity. Same situation, totally different frame. You're not hiding anything. You're highlighting your trajectory.
Wow, that's such a simple shift, but it feels completely different. It's like owning your story instead of being embarrassed by it.
Exactly. And here's the thing that really separates men from boys. A man with direction isn't trying to prove anything to anyone. He's not dropping hints about his future success or making promises about what he'll be able to afford someday. He's just solid, present, confident in his path without being arrogant about it.
So it really comes down to that inner confidence, not external validation.
Boom. And you know what the best part is? When you operate from this place, when you have genuine direction and purpose, you actually become way more selective. You're not just grateful that anyone will talk to you. You're looking for someone who complements your journey, who adds value to your life. That's when you start attracting quality people.
This has been incredibly eye-opening, Andrew. I feel like I need to completely reframe how I think about dating and confidence.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear, man. Look, to everyone listening, if you're struggling with confidence because you think you need more money, more stuff, more external validation, stop. Start with direction. Get clear on where you're going. The confidence will follow, and so will everything else. Damien, thanks for being so real with your questions today.
Thanks for having me. This was exactly what I needed to hear.
Before we wrap up, let me give you one practical tip. Start documenting your journey, whether it's a journal, social media, or just talking about it. When you externalize your growth, it becomes real to you first, then to everyone else.
That's brilliant, actually. Like, instead of hiding where I am, actually share the process. I've been so focused on waiting until I make it to talk about my goals, but sharing the journey itself is part of the direction you're talking about.
Exactly right. And here's the kicker. When you do this consistently, you start attracting people who are on similar journeys. That's how you build a network of ambitious, growth-oriented people, including the women you actually want to date. Birds of a feather, you know?
You've completely shifted my perspective today. I'm excited to get started with this.
And to everyone listening, remember, you don't need to be rich, but you absolutely need direction. Until next time, stay confident, stay focused, and keep building that cornerstone. This has been Andrew Davis with Men's Confidence and Relationship Dynamics. We'll catch you next week.